A proposed bill currently in the New York State Senate aimed to combat impaired driving. Good evening, I'm Stephen Pappas. The proposed deadly driving bill would expand the state's authority to prosecute impaired and intoxicated drivers. 13 WHAM's Daniel Finkelstein heard from the advocates of the bill and joins us now with this report. Daniel?
Yeah, Stephen, 17 years later, a father who lost his son to an impaired driver says the bill is a step in the right direction.
It's just one of those situations, that you say, why?
Henry Rivera's son was close to graduating high school when he was struck by a wrong-way driver in May 2007.
And they were doing all the right things, and looking forward to life.
Henry was heading home from the movies with his friend Pedro. An impaired driver entered a Route 590 ramp, striking the driver's side of their car. Pedro was killed instantly. Henry was rushed to the hospital, where he also later died.
Any chance I get, I speak to a young person and let them know, listen, don't let the influence, of the spirit of wine get to you and ruin your spirit, and be careful what you do.
Henry's father supports the proposed deadly driving bill and advocates for driver safety by sharing his son's story nearly 17 years later. Assemblymember Jen Lunsford says the bill would give more tools to courts and law enforcement.
Right now, in order to prosecute someone for driving under the influence of a drug, you have to be able to specifically articulate which drug it is, and that's very challenging.
The bill would expand the legal definitions of drugs and strengthen the court's ability to compel suspected impaired drivers to take chemical tests. Henry's father says this would help hold people accountable.
And hopefully people think twice. The consequences could be devastating.
In a statement, Republican State Assembly member Josh Jensen says, quote, "No one should be driving under the influence of drugs, and I'm supportive of efforts to hold those who do accountable." Assemblymember Lunsford says right now the bill is in the New York State Senate Transportation Committee, but could reach the Assembly for a vote as soon as May. Stephen?